got annoying with shit.
Baby, I want you.
Let's get this done real quick, man.
That nigga get in them good. Baby, I want you. Cause you gave me all your pussy.
Ooh. Oh shit. Oh hell no. Wow. I had to get my tea. All right. All right, let's do this quick class. Let's do this quick class. Now, um, I got two subjects. I got two subjects. All right. Oh man, I'm not too happy today. Don't ask me why.
So your girl is officially in her first cycle after a miscarriage, and it is very, very emotional. I think it's just a reminder that I'm no longer pregnant, and this morning was very, very hard for me. Very, very hard, just because, like I said, I had a miscarriage at the end of May. So May 28th was when I had my miscarriage. So that was like 4.5 weeks ago. So now here I am at my first cycle since February, and it was hard. Like I said, I found myself on my way driving to work, like about to start crying. Because, like I said, it's just a reminder that I'm no longer pregnant and that My body is doing what it would typically do. And so I had to go on YouTube. I'm really big on manifesting and things of that sort. So I had to watch a video to kind of help me through this morning, just kind of reassuring me that, it's not in my timing, and that version of me has the baby that I am hoping one day to have. And I just needed a moment to reset because no one talks about this. Well, I mean, I feel like women do, but it's nothing like that first cycle after having a miscarriage that just leaves you girls, us mothers, really out of whack. And I feel like I'm making this video because I want to cry, but I'm trying not to. So it's very emotional right now. I've never cried on the internet. Oh my God. And I always wonder, how do people do this? Like, why do people get on the internet and cry? And I'm just realizing I'm doing the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna leave you all with this is best believe what you want will come. You just have to put yourself in that space. And I don't want to say detach from it, but what's for you is for you. What the fuck? Okay, I'm getting off. That's
right. It's the only real emotion you have. And trying to promote lying and telling people what's for you is for you, you lying, so you crying.
So it's very emotional right now. I've never cried on the internet. Oh my God. And I always wonder, how do people do this? Why do people get on the internet and cry? And I'm just realizing I'm doing the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna leave you all with this is best believe what you want will come. You just have to put yourself in that space. And I don't want to say detach from it, but what's for you is for you. What the fuck? Okay, I'm getting off. That's enough.
HD Live, I see you. See how these gladiators, see how that emotion pours out? It's not a game. Come on, man. They keep trying to say, hey, nobody talks about this and nobody talks about that. Ma'am, you done messed up. Hold on 1 second. I got a good story after this intro. Good story for you niggas.
This is my third time filming this video. Let's see if I can do it. I had a miscarriage. This has been the hardest couple of weeks. I don't know how much me and KJ wanted a baby. We were going to announce our pregnancy in January because we would have been 3 months, and that was the... This is my third time filming this video. Let's see if I can do it. I had a miscarriage. This has been the hardest couple of weeks. I don't know how much me and KJ wanted a baby. We were going to announce our pregnancy in January because we would have been 3 months, and that was the quote-unquote safe spot. And the emotional pain of a miscarriage is heavy. I got pregnant in Japan. KJ and I found out when we got home because I was sleeping so much and I was doing 10 hours at night, a 4 to 6 hour nap during the day. And it took 4 days of active labor for me to pass the baby naturally. I started miscarrying at a charity event that I was invited to. Really in the middle of getting interviewed on live TV, feel the sharp pain in my stomach, and then all of a sudden it just felt like a gush. To the hospital, hey, 6 weeks pregnant. I think I'm miscarrying. It doesn't feel right. Something is wrong. Did the blood work, and then they sent me off to get an ultrasound. KJ, bless his heart, he was super optimistic. Kept telling me everything's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. To the ultrasound room. She's like, okay, go ahead and strip down. Let's go ahead and do the ultrasound and see if things okay. As soon as I took off my underwear, blood hit the floor so heavy. And I've never seen that much blood come out. And she's like, okay, go ahead and strip down. Let's go ahead and do the ultrasound and see if things okay. As soon as I took off my underwear, blood hit the floor so heavy. And I've never seen that much blood come out of my body before. And seeing it on the floor, all over your legs, on your hands, frantically trying to clean up, it's a whole different experience. At that point, I didn't need ultrasound to know I was miscarrying. I kept apologizing. She was like, you really don't need to apologize. The whole time I was there, I was cracking jokes with everybody. I was like, you know what? This is a terrible experience. But I did just get back yesterday. This is about to be the best cooch y'all have ever seen. Joke a lot to cope with things. Just now the blood work came back and my HCG had dropped to 15. And to be home to hopefully pass the baby naturally so I don't have to get a DNC. We're miscarrying on the 20th of December and the baby didn't pass until December 24th, Christmas Eve. And this whole time I had a really great support system. Friend Rachel, she's had a miscarriage right now. She's pregnant with her little rainbow baby and I'm so excited for her. She talked me through everything. She made me feel like it was normal. My agency pulled my work so I didn't have to work, so I had time off. But I had an amazing neighbor who came in and brought me all my favorite snacks. We were good. Everything happens for a reason. I just need to trust the process, and I will. When there was no advent calendars this Christmas, I'm sorry, but I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. This is my third time filming this video.
There you go, fam. You know, the pain. This dude taking a girl with bad box to Tokyo all around the world, but what do he get? A miscarriage with heartache. I take you clear across the world to get pregnant just for that is very, very tough. And then he in there saying, yo, it's gonna be all right, it's gonna be all right. Then that blood hit the ground, son. And that nigga was like, oh, we fucked up.
Be careful with people who had miscarriages. Let me explain. Just because they didn't bring a baby home doesn't mean they weren't already a parent. Miscarriage is grief without a funeral. It's love without closure. Some people carry those few weeks or months in their heart forever.
You niggas know what it is. You niggas know what it is. No playing around with these people, B.
Having a miscarriage is going to be one of the best things that has ever happened to you as a woman. I'm an ultrasound tech. I see miscarriages all the time. And although in that moment of miscarrying, it can be very traumatic, it can be very hard and you are grieving, but...
1 second. We're going to get to this other stuff real quick. Yeah, man. I mean, what I say is they have destroyed this pussy.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम। आज हम लोग बात करें पीसीओएस में जो बार बार मिसकैरेजेस हो जाते हैं। लेडीज कंसीव तो कर लेती हैं लेकिन मिसकैरेज हो जाते हैं। सबसे पहले पीसीओएस वालों को ओबेसिटी का प्रॉब्लम।
Don't matter the language. It's all the same, my niggas. Now, what is the point? What is the point? The point is, it's a lot going on to men.
But I seem so calm. But I feel like the system failed me. Like all of this could have been avoided. Like the minute we did our first blood work, we realized my HCG did not. We should have done another round. But instead, we waited a whole week. I'm trying not to cry because crying on camera is not the thing to do. But I feel like enough was not done. But I'm just glad that I advocated for myself since the beginning.
You niggas know what I'm talking about. If they not looking like this to me or to you, you know it's bullshit. They're carrying a program. This is the truth here. And it's so messed up that they put our sisters in a position where they got to actually try to be like man up against us. Like, bitch, ma'am, you know I know what you did, right? Fuck you mean you trying to act like you can't act tough like us. You just can't. But I do have a good let me play this girl real quick.
I got pregnant after getting diagnosed with PCOS and having 2 recurrent miscarriages, and I wanted to talk about things I did the past year or few months.
Pay attention. I'm pregnant again after having 2 reoccurring miscarriages. That goes to what else I teach you. They will have a baby. They don't care about no baby. Yes, they want it to be healthy, but if it ain't, so what?
Current miscarriages, and I wanted to talk about things I did the past year or few months that I think impacted the reason why I'm pregnant now, and I'm nearly 10 weeks, which is the farthest I've ever have made it in a pregnancy since having my first two sons. So earlier this year,
now this ain't funny, but she said my two sons. She had two miscarriages. So they still counting it. They still credit that stuff. And now she's 10 weeks pregnant. She's never been pregnant that long. It always lends to what the bullet points that we have over here. They will look, that baby come, if that baby drop, say she have a preemie and that nigga come like 20 weeks earlier, they don't care. She know it's bad soil. You understand? She knows it's bad soil, dog. But yo, I got this little story for you, man. Check this story out. This is the story. I didn't watch it, but I believe she's going to talk about what we need to hear. So let's go. This is the point of the show right here.
We get involved with someone intimate, whether we're dating them or we marry them or we're engaged, this is going to come up. You know, this is the
right here. Now, this is the shit right here. HD Live, check this out. This is the shit. This is why we did the Pussycat Facts report. Because women, this is the reason why I shifted the whole channel. Because I got upset that women believe that they can tell you the Pussycat Facts report when they get ready. No. So this video is this woman trying to tell women how to tell men, you know, about the Pussycat Facts report. Let's go.
Affects all aspects of our life. So when we get involved with someone intimate, whether we're dating them or we marry them or we're engaged, this is going to come up. You know, these symptoms.
Whether we dating them, dating means fucking, marry or engage, this is going to come up. Who determines when it comes up is my problem. Who determines when it comes up is my problem. Okay? Who determines that? What is the factors? What are the factors?
We're dating them or we marry them or we're engaged, this is going to come up. You know, these symptoms affect our everyday life, whether it's the funky hair growth or it's the hair loss or the facial hair you can get or just acne or anxiety, the different, you know, mental conditions that can stem from hair, or just the way you have to eat now to manage the condition, your irregular periods or infertility, God forbid, when it's time to start a family with that person. So this is going to come up, and you probably want to know, what's the best way to address this? Like,
there you go. What's the best way to address it? How the fuck do you think you make that determination? Well, it's my body, Prince, but it's my choice. Why can't I get that? Why can't I get a fair choice? Why I gotta wait? But I'm not saying you need to tell me straight up, but if I'm knocking you down, I mean, it's so fucked up because they'd be like, well, we was just having sex. We ain't together. Oh, so you just have sex all over the place. It's nothing that's going to make them be honest until you are fleeced and in love.
This is going to come up, and you probably want to know, what's the best way to address this? Like, how can I explain this to them in a way that they understand as a guy? So I would first start by explaining that PCOS is pretty much a hormone imbalance. So it's hormones that pretty much control every process in your body. That's why it affects so many different areas of our body. And oftentimes there's an excess level of testosterone. That's usually the main culprit. And so
that's what I was trying to tell y'all yesterday. Them niggas go over there to Angry Man, and he give them knowledge in different ways, and he's close. He said, I wish that they would do a science on women's testosterone. So he's close, but you know, like you say, way off the real base of what's really, really going on with this pussy. Fuck testosterone, but he was close. This is something bigger than testosterone.
Oftentimes there's an excess level of testosterone. That's usually the main culprit. And so it's usually elevated and we have too much of it. as well as other hormone imbalances. There can also be other hormones that are off. We can even, that's a whole nother topic where we can get into things about your thyroid and different things, progesterone that could be off. But pretty much that's what they need to know in a nutshell. It is a hormone.
Wow. She said that's what they need to know in a nutshell. We are not letting women tell us, no, we got the Pussycat Facts report. Fuck that.
Imbalance. And most likely you have a much higher level as a woman than what you need of testosterone. And
so you got it. So if you're talking to anybody from my class would say to you, sis, are there women who have a better situation than you? Meaning that they do not have high testosterone. If that's your measurement that you're trying to use, are there plenty of women who do not have that? So would you say that they are better?
These hormones are what controls every single process in your body. And this is why so many areas can get affected when it comes to PCOS. So let's get into how do we explain this to that special somebody in a way that he can understand.
Let's explain it somewhere where, let's explain it to this dude in a way that he can understand. Let's go, class. Now, you guys have been very much educated of what's going on here. So let's see if she's going to do a good job.
He explains this to that special somebody in a way that he can understand. I always think the best way someone can understand is like, or at least try to, is try to.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. And that's why we did this channel. Basically, you're trying to call me stupid. I'm a man. And you basically say, try to make them understand because I know they don't understand shit. Well, my class will tell you that I'm very impressive with my knowledge of this. So all that trying to disrespect men because you think we are not aware of what you did last summer, bitch. We're not doing that. Sorry for the cursing. Let's go.
Think the best way someone can understand is like, or at least try to, is try to reverse it. Try to get them to imagine themselves in your shoes. And a lot of times when they can see themselves in it, they'll start to feel it too. Like, oh, okay. Oh, if I could only imagine. Oh, wow. Okay. So tell that special person, say, can you imagine if you had a sex hormone imbalance? Let's say you had too little testosterone, right? Because men, they're supposed to have much more than women. So say you had too little, not enough, right? And by having so little testosterone, this would cause you to be unable to build muscle mass, right? You can't build any muscles, or you'll start going bald and losing your hair, or perhaps you'll just be really tired all the time, just no energy for nothing. It can make you have a low sex drive. You know, you just won't have that desire to have sex.
There you go, guys. Not only did why is the sex drive low? See, this is why you can't. This is why we did the Pussycat Facts report. You understand? Don't let these bitches tell you shit. You know they liars. We don't play like that. This is sex we're talking about here. So you're basically saying you got a low sex drive. Why? Well, it's a lot of discomfort when I have sex. So yes, that will lead to your low sex drive, not just because your pussy's functioning. And like if you had a functioning pussy that wasn't causing discomfort, you don't need a low sex drive or a high sex drive. Just bend your pussy over and I'll get my rocks off. But you have a low sex drive because you have discomfort and displeasure when you're actually having sex. So you're explaining this shit all the way wrong already. But like I told you niggas, men will let these bitches do this. HD Live, she full of ish. Women dealing estrogen. No. HD Live. Come on, you smarter than this. You're smarter than this, HD Live. I just showed you all the beards. All the beards is from the testosterone. Okay? All the beards are from the testosterone. All that stuff that we cover. Testosterone, progesterone. Then you got the estrogen. Okay? So you got the testosterone, progesterone. And estrogen is third or so. But the testosterone is why we call these bitches gladiators. Because these are people that's dealing in high testosterone. Where does the testosterone come from, HD Live? Where does the testosterone come from, HD Live? What do these women do? This is the hint. What do these women do, you know, coupled with hereditary to aid high testosterone? What are the different things that they do? So you know the answers. It's all love, baby. We got them. So the reason why we broke that down for you other people is to let you know she's telling the story all wrong.
Just be really.
This is why we got the Pussycat Facts report, because you cannot wait for a woman to try to break down why her pussy is bad to you after she fucked you like her pussy was good. We're not doing that.
Or you'll start going bald and losing your hair, or perhaps you'll just be really tired all the time, just no energy for nothing.
Right.
It can make you have a low.
Right, HD Live. Right. Now you see where all the testosterone come from. You got it.
Sex drive. You know, you just won't have that desire to have sex. And it can make you have a low sex drive. You know, you just won't have that desire to have sex.
Why would a man want to be with you then? And would you say a man being with a person like you is a saint? And would you say a man being with a person like you is not all about your pussy? So would you apologize to the men that you said was like that? Well, I can't speak for all other men, but you put this man in that fucked up position though, right? And he proved otherwise, right?
And, you know, that can definitely affect a relationship when one partner just doesn't have that desire. You could have difficulty getting erections, you know, because that hormone plays a role in getting that.
Big difference. See, this is why you don't deal with these bitches. That's why we did the Pussycat Facts report. Ma'am, let me explain something to you from a sexual professional. And all my brothers could agree with this. Ma'am, you don't have to have a sex drive, and you don't even have to have a wet pussy. We can get our erection. We can slap some lube in it. Your mind, you don't need to have your mind in it. Your pussy is nothing but a muscle. Your mind, yeah, you could, whatever, but it's not needed. So you could say all that shit, ma'am. All you need is a functioning pussy and be a loving person. Like, you don't got to have this high sex drive. You don't got to do no backflips. It's not necessary. The penis is the more sensitive genital. Yours is just some bullshit. You ain't got to get hard, stay hard, hit spots, deal with good feelings, hold your erection, ejaculate triumphantly. You don't got to do none of that. All you got is a fucking box. And I want you niggas to know something. Stop letting these bitches tell you niggas that a box ain't got nothing to do with no mind. Only when it goes bad. The box is nothing but a muscle. Don't even need the bitch to be wet. We'll slap some Astroglide. Bitch, just bend over. It's not necessary. What's more necessary is your loving nature. Not these lies that you can feed my brothers. Let's go.
That erection. And, you know, you could have difficulties doing that. You could have different mood changes, and that for sure would affect the relationship, how you feel in your different moods. And, you know, can't explain why you feel this way today, or, you know, how you feel this way in the morning, but not at night. And then not only having too little testosterone, not only does it affect all those other areas, like that's not enough. There has to be another layer too, right? You haven't suffered enough. It now puts you at an increased risk of heart disease and diabetes. Can you imagine? That one little thing seems so minute, just having.
She's trying to tell the point. This video is this woman explaining PCOS to her man. And she's trying to tell the girls, yo, explain it like this. Put the man in your PCOS mind frame.
Can you imagine? That one little thing seems so minute, just having so little testosterone would cause all those things to happen in your body. You could,
ma'am, so let's get this straight. So you're telling me that because your pussy is bad, you could get heart disease and diabetes? Don't try to reverse it on me. That's what you're telling me about your pussy? Continue.
go bald. You would have trouble building muscle. You'd be tired all the time and have low sex drive, and your mood would be all over the place. And now you're at increased risk for heart disease and diabetes. Ask your guy, how that would make him feel.
Well, let me ask you a question first. Why did you tell me all this after I had sex with you a couple times? Why you didn't say this after I fucked you 1 or 2 times where you was like, look, man, I be having a crazy low sex drive and all that. Why you wait? Why would you wait? That's why these bitches ain't shit.
Going through all that and knowing that he's at an increased risk for other more major conditions. Ask him how he would feel about that. And maybe, just maybe, he would understand now what you're going through, and he'll find how best to support his spouse or girlfriend or significant other or partner. He will understand what you're going through because you've put it in the perspective of if he had to go through that, how he would feel. And maybe he can use that to understand a little better about what you're going through so that he is better able and equipped to support you through this, because you're going to need his support. All right. Well, I hope it works out for you. And if you have any questions, you can.
That is some horrible advice, man. Yeah, that's some horrible advice, son.
Always email me with any questions about it, or just want to talk, or I don't know, anything related to PCOS, hair loss, this topic. Definitely like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to definitely be posting all kinds of content for you guys. I'm going to give topics like this, how to address situations. I'm going to give you tips and tricks of dealing with all these pesky symptoms of PCOS, things that work for me, things that haven't worked so well. Just sharing other stories.
There you have it, guys. yo, bro. You want to know some bullshit? Oh, I do got this other video, this other thing. It's some celebrities that I wanted to show you guys. I didn't know these celebrities. Some girl.
3 celebrities with PCOS.
Victoria Beckham, Keke Palmer got PCOS. Who else was it? Oh, Jillian Michaels, we know that. Victoria Beckham. Is that, who the fuck is that? It's this other girl that's out there with the popular celebrity. This girl was at the Met Gala. Leah Michelle, whoever Leah Michelle is. So we're going to show you some celebrities with PCOS. Damn, hold on.
Have spoken about how they suffered PCOS and issues they faced. Sonam Kapoor. The actress revealed that she dealt with PCOS and issues related to it, including adolescent obesity, starvation, and depression. Sara Ali Khan. When asked about her weight issues in Coffee with Karan, she revealed that she suffered from PCOS during her college days, weighing 96 kgs. Shruti Hassan said, at 26...
So these some Indian bitches. Some Indian bitches. Okay? I mean, guys, I'm just trying to put niggas on game. Don't let these bitches try to... You can't... It's just so funny how society has made these people believe that they're smarter than us. That shit is disrespectful. I'm sorry. That is disrespectful. To sit around and try to act like you smarter than a man because niggas give you grace. That is crazy. Like, we let you be smart, man. Like we know what you're doing out here.
So since I've been on this PCOS journey, in total, I've lost 34 pounds. And I've really been on this journey since 2021. I was doing research and seeing what I could really do to make an immediate change. And the best thing, even though it may sound, something simple, but it's going to be changing your diet. Now, I know you might be like, oh, I've already tried changing my diet, but you have to do your diet so specific because you're going to be trying to...
Now, like I said, I mean, you got Dat Naga. I mean, HD Live is just a born slim nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got Dat Naga and you got King Disagreeable. These are real diet niggas. And they watch these big bitches try to talk about diet. It's a slap in the face. We know even for your own box, yeah, we know you're gonna give it a go. But it's tough to just change the program chip like that.
I could really do to make an immediate change. And the best thing, even though it may sound, something simple, but it's going to be changing your diet. Now, I know you might be like, oh, I've already tried changing my diet, but you have to do your diet so specific because you're going to be trying to basically heal yourself from the inside out. Also, living in America is so hard not to be bombarded by snacks. Every store you go in has candy.
There you go. There you go. Right. That's why I say HD Live, he's just a natural slim nigga. You know what I'm saying? All my other niggas, we got to eat right or, work out. We got to do something to not let ourselves go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But do you think this bitch is going to be changing? Hell no.
America is so hard not to be bombarded by snacks. Every store you go in has candy. And, that's a major distraction when you're trying to heal yourself. So you have to heal PCOS, but you have to heal your relationship with.
That's why, we said, I really believe that, if we had it like so, we could actually open a meal plan center for these bitches. They actually need order. They actually cannot eat what they want. They actually got to come to our meal plan center and get their fucking meal. We'll give it to you for the week or whatever. They need it, man. In Colombia, the snacks in the corner store have warnings on them like cigarettes. Wow. Grown-ass women saying candy is a distraction is exactly why we are done.
To see the weight fall off, if you follow your exact meal plan, the way it's described in the PCOS protocol book, you're going to see your weight change. You're going to see everything change with your PCOS symptoms. I'm on YouTube now breaking down the book. But if you want like a free meal plan and you don't know where to start with your PCOS, just DM me. I'll send you one. So yeah, start by reading the PCOS protocol book. And then once you get more whole foods in your diet, you're going to see that weight drop off. You're going to see your symptoms decrease. You're going to see less acne. You can add supplements. Like I see ads all the time for different supplements, and you can add those. But if you're not doing your core treatment plan, which is, eating the way you need to, all of that is null and void. So my recommendation to anybody that has PCOS is that lifestyle.
Here we go with this nigga King Disagreeable. You're not getting away. You are not getting away, man. I'm supposed to be learning and following along. I'm doing my learning part, but you do not have me following along. All right? One day, I'm gonna let you quiz me this week or something like that over on the Discord. See where I'm at with things.
That's where you're gonna see the fastest improvements. Best of luck on your PCOS journey if you have PCOS, and if you need more help, just follow for more. So since I've been on this,
it's serious, guys. She needs it. She needs it.
If you have PCOS and you're struggling to lose weight, I want you to listen to this.
No, we wanna it's tough out here, guys. All right. They're willing to blame anything on everything. But where does this come from? It comes from you being away from a man.
Now look at this.
That's all it comes from.
Tiana's PCOS program is top tier. It was really a blessing that landed in my lap. I had my consultation in August. I joined the next week, or I joined that day. I began the next week. And it was simply amazing. She's very knowledgeable on the topics. She listens to your concerns. She gets to know you, like not just hear you. She gets to know you.
Some girl named Tiana is giving these bitches some PCOS support. And she gets to really know you, and so y'all can pray, and deal with this bad box as best as you can. Why would you try to fix your box? It's not a disease or anything. Why would you try to fix your box? It's not like, I mean, you're going, you know, life is life. You could just live your way out. Like, you don't really like men like that. So why do you need your box fixed? Well, you know, it's more health concerns that got to deal with that.
Learns what your goals are. She learns what health problems you're struggling with and how to best address those problems. For me, I started working out in January, and though I was seeing slight changes from working out and eating healthier, I didn't see a significant difference until I started her.
So is it safe to say that before you met Tiana, or whoever this bitch is, you wasn't working out and you wasn't eating right, but you still would tell men that you had good pussy though, right? So what is it with you, sis? What's the real story? Talk to me, man. Like, what's up? You just finding something to do? Because I know men that'll still fuck you even with your condition. So why you doing this? Just to have something to do. Because you could be loving on a man. You could be kissing a man's ass. Waiting on him hand and foot. Oh, that's beneath you. Oh, you rather go with Tiana and not kiss a man's ass and just meditate and pray and pay on your badass pussy so you can fuck every now and then without commitment. Ma'am, you are batshit crazy. Ma'am, you ain't shit. You got fucking problems. And you really, really, really should take your ass off the internet with your badass pussy. Sorry about that, guys. I went off. My fault. My fault. I just get a little upset sometimes, man. Because we talking about bitches trying to act healthy, and they should have never let us find the shit that we found yesterday. You trying to act healthy, but look what you do with your pussy. Look at the shit we found yesterday.
So if you have a trip coming up or your birthday gonna get ready to come up and you don't want your money,
Look what we found yesterday. So you trying to act healthy, but look at how you operate with your pussy.
So if you have a trip coming up or your birthday gonna get ready to come up and you don't want your monthly friend to show up. So I was not gonna bring the new year in on my monthly friend. I ordered me some of these little Narutodones or whatever they call, and when I tell you these bad boys worked, so I ended up ordering them so last minute. I ordered them through Wish.com, and I took them 2 days before my cycle, and my period did not show up. I took them twice a day. Like, I didn't even take them the 3 days that they say you should take them. I took them morning and night, and baby, I had no cycle. After I stopped taking them, it took about 3 days for my cycle to come on. But it came on like regular. Like, I didn't have any bad symptoms or anything like that. Now, I will say when my cycle was supposed to come on, like, I was a little bloated and I started getting my little period bumps. But besides that, baby, I'm using these all 2025. Who finna be on a cycle while they out of town? It's my birthday. I'm turning up. No.
Why do you need pills to turn up, sis? Prince, I want to get me some eggplant. That's what we've been telling you, the guys. These bitches, look, all they do is shit for eggplant. That's so when bitches try to go talk about I'm on this health kick with Tiana and all that, ma'am, we know what you did. Ma'am. I mean, I agree, man. She called it the PCOS protocol book. Yeah, Tiana. They want some PCOS of mind. Some peace of mind. I mean, I always say the simple solution is kiss a man's ass, cater to him, be loving. He'll deal with you and your bad pussy. We done saw that over and over. But they done fucked up. Let us come up with the Pussycat Facts report. And let's say this woman has a good Pussycat Facts report score. All she did was take the birth control. She ain't had no deletions or nothing else. But look at her. You're like, okay, she's wrecked. Look what else they mix in. They mix in the common sense factor. I just like to throw this pussy around. It don't matter. These bitches are crazy.
I got a head on because I look a mess, but yes, Y'all, the pill does work. Now, if you did your research or whatever on the pill, or if you look
Yo,
it up,
I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that, King Disagreeable. Prince, you think these women are being paid to push these drugs for Satan or the white man? No. I think like we all think, they are the economic fuel with they broke ass. They just spin for whatever. They spend, man. Don't matter. They do not save, they spend. But King Disagreeable gave me a great reminder right there. Class, any questions? I always forget to do that. Class, any questions? You can ask me anything you want to ask me. I love questions, man. And I got to remind y'all every now and then. Any questions? And whether you do or you don't, it's all good. I just have to ask that because you guys might have questions. You know, you may think that I'm not, as knowledgeable, so let's talk.
Like the active ingredient in the pill is like the active ingredient that's in like birth control, which, if you take birth control for normal people, that stops their period, which is why the pill, delays your cycle. Now, I was on birth control from when I first got my cycle, so from like 13, 14.
Have I lied yet, players? Players, have I lied yet? King Disagreeable tried to tell y'all yesterday. A lot of times you guys laugh at us, and we try to tell you guys like, hey, these women don't want to be women. They stopped their period from 13, 14, 15, and they lived their life without a period all the way up into 20-something until they say, well, damn, I've been taking drugs my whole damn youth until my young adulthood. Let me see how life is without it. That's when they stop. So they live their lives without, being an actual girl or woman. Their bodies are not naturally maturing, okay? But it looks like it is. What's failing? The inside. They don't know how crazy they look shaking the pills. I keep telling y'all, man, crackheads, B. And like I said, I think these people are worse than crackheads. Because like Hunter Biden said, look, a lot of crackheads just make their own crack. They're actually dealing with a purer level of drug than these bitches. They're taking something, they don't know what it is. Hunter Biden said, I know exactly what I'm doing. I cook my own shit up. And most top crackheads cook their own shit up. Okay? These people are worse than crackheads, in my opinion. As somebody from the street that understands, crackheads are more sophisticated than the regular black woman. Let me tell you. Which is why the pill, delays your cycle. Now, I was on birth control from when I first got my cycle. So from like 13, 14, all the way up until like 21. Let's go there. Let's run it. Everybody think I'm a fucking game, and I appreciate it. I appreciate niggas, but let's do this. She said it. And people say to us, Prince, why you got so many years on the birth control? Because they go 1 from 5, 5 to 10, and even some cases 10 to 25. That's what the black box has done to this community. They have went on birth control from 1 to 5, 5 to 10, and 10 to 25. That's the primary. Secondary, they hadn't even matured from girls to women without being on drugs that they don't even know what the fuck is doing to them. Okay? All right? Which is why the pill, delays your cycle. Now, I was on birth control from when I first got my cycle. So from like 13, 14, all the way up until like 21. And because I had an irregular cycle
growing up, birth control never actually stopped my period for me. It gave me a regular cycle. So I would come on at a set, time or whatever like that. But I never ever stopped bleeding. I also have really, really heavy cycles. So for me, the pill didn't actually stop my cycle until like the end. But it gave me and I'm a 6 to 7 dayer. So I bleed like for a little long time.
Yes.
And my the whole time, it's supposed to take like 3 pills a day. And my cycle did start 2 days after I didn't take the pill anymore. So I came right on my cycle. Like I came back home from my trip on Monday, and I didn't take the pills on Monday or that Sunday before. And I started my cycle on Tuesday.
I ain't know
my cycle when it came, I would say it was just like normal. Like I said, I'm a heavy bleeder, and my cycle usually lasts about 6 to 7 days. It was pretty normal to me. I didn't think it was any more or any less. I think it was about average. So I would say yes, the pill does work. If you got a trip coming up, if you're trying to restart your cycle because you got a trip coming up in the future, and right now your cycle is scheduled to be on that time, I would say get the pills. For normal people, if birth controls work for you, stop your cycle, the pill gonna work for you just fine. That's just my 2 cents, but I'm not a doctor. That was just.
There you have it, guys. My gladiator came in here, man, with some bitch. I'm a switch gears. I'm a reset, all right?